I'm going to be trying to rebuild West Ham now. It's just going to be, shouldn't be too hard, but West Ham, kind of similar to like a Wolves, or maybe even, you could even compare them to Man United, because of how shite Man United are. Obviously, you see like Cristiano Ronaldo wants to leave, and I mean if Ronaldo leaves United truly are fucked. There's no chance for United if Ronaldo leaves. I feel if Ronaldo leaves, then Man United are just going to be what they were back when David Moyes was the manager. He was very quickly sacked though. He definitely should have given at least another season or two to try and fucking rebuild the squad. I mean, if you were given a bloated old fucking team that, like, fucking Sir Alex Ferguson won fucking titles with, and we're told to fucking rebuild that and do exactly what he did, it wouldn't really be a fucking easy job now, would it? It would be very fucking tough. It would not be fucking easy at all. I feel bad for David Moyes for United, but for the job he's doing at West Ham, I don't think he'll really give a fuck about Man United anymore.
A warm welcome to you all.
Honestly, West Ham are even fucking worse. I mean, no, not West Ham. Right, fuck the football clubs. EA are fucking dumbasses, just fucking dickheads, absolute dickheads. They fucking lost the right to call FIFA. They lost the right to fucking FIFA. How the fuck do you do that? That is so fucking stupid. Quite annoying, saying that the next FIFA will be the last time it's actually fucking called FIFA. Quite stupid in my opinion. But it is what it is. What are they? They're like calling it FIFA football something, some dumb shit like that. Something like that, but sounds fucking stupid if I'm being honest, but fuck. I'm gonna have to stick with it, because that's what it's gonna be called. Mitrovic did very well this season, it's just like, can he do that in the Premier League? No. Could he do that with like better clubs? Maybe even like a West Ham. I don't think so, but you know, if given the chance, maybe he could. There's some players in West Ham who I would like West Ham to sell. First is being Declan Rice, not because he just fucking he was Irish and then decided to just fucking be. And then decide to just fucking turn around and say fuck you and went to England. No, it's not because of that. It's just because I think if West Ham really want to... Hold on a second. It's just I feel like if West Ham really want to make a move on like to try and rebuild the squad, they're gonna need to sell him. Like, obviously, I'm trying to do like a realistic rebuild. They have signed Atlas Oliver. Right, I definitely fucking didn't pronounce his name right. But signing him on a permanent deal was a very good signing from West Ham. That's a start. But they need to do way more than just sign a fucking goalkeeper from PSG who hardly fucking plays. Like, you need to do way more than that. It's like, Antonio's good, but will he work out long term? No. He's getting older, and as he gets older, it will be harder for him to play as well as he's playing now. But on the bright side, oh fuck the cat kicker. But on the bright side, he's obviously a good player, just he won't work out long term. So yeah, Declan Rice, as good as he is, he's been linked to Chelsea, Man United. I think that he'll sign for Chelsea, but I really couldn't give a fuck. I'm a United fan, so it's very fucking annoying that we've lost. We don't have enough money to buy Anthony from Ajax, which is very fucking embarrassing. Apparently, fucking Louis van Gaal, a former United manager, has been in Timber's fucking ear, and convincing him to not sign for Manchester United, which is, in fairness, he's probably getting him very good fucking advice there. I mean, Timber could join way better fucking clubs than Man United. But I'd really want him to sign for United. But apparently Martinez is... It's a transfer battle between United and Arsenal. I do want to... We need a fucking centre-back. Like, we have to sign one of those two. It's whether Timber or Martinez. Personally, Martinez and Timber... Martinez is 2 years older than Timber, but they fucking play very similar. So there isn't really much of a difference between the two when they play together, especially. So I wouldn't mind if we signed either of them. I'd be happy if we signed them because they're fucking gonna be they'll definitely be better than Harry Maguire. So that's one thing. But like, I don't know, just with Man United and transfers, like, apparently 40 million's like something like that. 40 million apparently is going to be the transfer fee Ajax have set for him, which, I mean, is alright, isn't horrible, but still, you know, it's still fucking it's still 40 million less than what United actually spend on Maguire, which I still find fucking ridiculous that United spent 80 million on fucking Harry Maguire. I mean, he was at Leicester. You don't pay 80 million for a fucking Leicester player. I'd rather we had spent 80 million on Craig Dawson. Like, we had a chance to buy fucking Koulibaly for less of that fucking we had a chance to sign Koulibaly for not even fucking 80 million, which we paid for Maguire, and we okay, I mean, it's Man United, what do you expect? Of course the fucking don't. Of course they fail to. No offer comes in for Declan Rice from Real Madrid. I'm gonna try and get this up to 100 million. That might not work out, but hopefully it does. Right. Jeez. I won't lie, this is a bit much to pay for Declan Rice, but hope Real Madrid pay it. Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, we can still move this up. Come on, we can still move this up a bit. Come on. 85. Basically 86 million. 75. Would you like to put that up a bit? Maybe 79 million. Basically near enough 80 million. Yeah, Carlo Ancelotti, thankful. Right. That's going to be very good. Because I plan... Right, let's see. Who do we realistically need? Well, the team's okay for now, but we need a cam, a centre-back, and probably a left-back. So cam, centre-back, left-back, and... For obviously when Declan Rice leaves, we will need a replacement for him, but I don't really want to worry about that right now. Yeah, maybe Harry Winks could be a replacement. But you need to remember, he plays as a CDM, so don't know if it would really be the best thing for that. Mario Icardi from PSG. I mean, like, he's on down to a 79 rated. Fuck, he's really been bad. I feel bad for him. You would think that the move from Inter Milan to PSG after fucking Cavani's contract just had expired at PSG, you would really... I personally thought he would actually do well at PSG because he was a fucking beast at Inter Milan. But he did fucking horrible. He did fuck all. He did so bad. I feel unlucky for him. I feel bad for him because he got very unlucky. You know, like, you would think, like, a fucking move to PSG would be a dream, but in the end, he just fucking flopped. He did not do well at all. Oh, here we go. Rice has been sold to Real Madrid. Okay, nice. Sojek, a transfer. No, I wasn't trying to look at Daniel Podence, but okay. Sojek transfer offer from Liverpool. What have they offered? No, that's a fucking horrible deal. That's fucking. What is that deal? That is fucking horrible. Right, well, Daniel Podins. Yeah, he seems decent. I like Daniel Podins. Ronnie Edwards. Definitely one for the future. Mitrovic. He's decent. He's not bad. Like, I feel like if a club like West Ham signed him within like 2 years, he would definitely be like a decent fucking striker, like a 10 a goal season, like a double-digit striker every season. Like, he would definitely get a few goals. Oh yeah, Neil Maupay, he's alright as well. Brighton fucking, he's very underrated. Neil Maupay. Brighton fans don't appreciate him enough. Right. Yeah, I forgot about Crow. I forgot. Yeah, him. I really hope he isn't an unknown, because I really hope that we have him signed. Cause, yeah, I forgot about Kurt Zuma. We don't need a centre back just yet. Right. Johnson. Yeah, we don't need a right back actually, because Johnson will be able to take that in a couple of years. Well, hopefully. Obama or the cat kicker. The cat kicker's better in stats than overall, but. Sorry, that was only because Dawson was the captain. I feel like that's the best centre back pairing for West Ham. Obama's very good. I don't think he's actually been selected for the Italy squad. Which, I mean, like, fair enough. You have way better centre backs than the likes of fucking Chiellini and Bonucci, and it's like fair enough. Sad at the same time, innit? Trying to get a fucking good angle here, but it's actually quite hard. Yeah, the Neil Maupay final scout report. Nice, cheers, lads. Right, Harry Winks. 6. Yeah, he's definitely affordable, but. Oh, Neil Maupay, fucking steal. Yeah, let's sign him. Don't get me wrong, Antonio's good, but Neil Maupay is very good. Oh, fuck, no, Jesus! Like, fuck me. You'd think I was offering my fucking house and keys for him? Fucking hell. 26 million. Can we push that down to 23? That would be very nice. Oh, for fuck's sakes. There we go. Yes, thank you. Thank fuck for that. You fucking bitch, Graham Potter. Scary, anyway. He'll play Spartacro. Oh, routine, okay, fair enough, I see. 3-year deal. 100,000, 200. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, that's alright. Let's go. Fuck. Right. I wonder should I sign Daniel Podins? Like, he's good, but like, do I really need to sign him? Don't get me wrong, he would be a good signing, just get like Bowen and all, like, it's kind of like, what's the point? Ronnie Edwards. I'm wondering, should I just sign Ronnie Edwards now, or not? I'll sign Ronnie Edwards now, and then hopefully in the future he'll be decent. Right. I'll offer 2 million. Oh, okay, fair enough. 2.3 million. That's fine for me. Alright. Ronnie Edwards. I've never really seen him linked to any clubs in the Premier League, but I feel like at some point someone's gonna notice him. I mean, like, in a couple of years, if he's a decent rating at like 20 or something like that, I don't know if I really want to have a 7.6 million resale clause on him, especially when you could get him for way more in the future if he's good. That reminds me. No, it doesn't actually. I can't remember what I was going to do again. Ollie Watkins. No, I don't know why I'm looking at these guys. I really don't fucking. I already have my striker. It was a midfielder, I think. Yeah, it was a midfielder. You know who was like a midfielder I thought would be good for West Ham to sign is Fred. Like, I don't want him to leave Man United, but like, if he had to leave to one club. Wait, is he already fucking left, or is he a centre mid? Scott McTominay's good as well, I guess, but yeah, we'll keep him in mind as well. Scott McTominay. CDM, yeah, Fred. Right, I'm gonna get a scout report back on Scott McTominay. If it comes a deadline day and I don't have a fucking scout report on him, then I won't sign. Nah, I'll definitely have a scout report on him. I might just end up signing McTominay, you know, because I think he's a decent rating. Fred's 80 rated, and you could get him for a decent price. Antonio transfer offer from Wolves. Obviously, I've signed Leo Mopé. No, I don't want to move him on yet. Maybe when he reaches like 34 or 5, I'll move him on, but not just yet. Fuck. Gonna end the video soon, but we'll just make a few more signings and watch the first match of the season play, and then I'll stop there. This is going to become a series, and hopefully it does alright, but I normally just focus on TikTok normally, I normally focus on my TikTok, but I want to start focusing on YouTube as well, even though my YouTube isn't, my TikTok does better, but I want to, even if this series doesn't do well, or any series that I may do doesn't do well, still, it's worth trying in my opinion. In my opinion, it's worth trying. Like, the worst that happens is that it just doesn't fucking work out, and you know, you just give up, but I really couldn't give a fuck. I'll basically do videos like updates on like Man United transfer news, or like just transfer news around the world, to be honest, because you know, football. Right, Scam is going to cost a pretty penny here. 40 million. No, 55. Fucking hell. Great Man United. 50 million. Right. Why are you so adamant on 55 million? What makes McTominay so special that you want 55 million? Precisely. Couldn't you just take 50 million, invisible cats? At 52, Jesus. Had to shell out a lot for McTominay, but I think he'll be worth it. Way better than Declan Rice. Declan Rice is fucking overrated so fucking much. Declan Rice is so fucking overrated. Right, crucial rule, yeah, of course. I'd like to have him a 5-year deal. Yeah, that works. Okay. Accept. Yep. 200,000 I'll give him. Might be overpaying on his wage, but I don't give a fuck. And McTominay's a West Ham player. Nice. Could have got Fred, but McTominay is not better, but kind of like on the same level. Fred's definitely been, has definitely improved the season. I'd give him a 7 out of 10. He's done pretty well. Actually, Man United have been so bad this season that they've actually made fucking him make him look good. They've made him look fucking good. I mean, he normally is blamed for most things in the United squad, but I guess but now he's just like the saviour. Fuck, I forgot to put McTominay in the fucking squad. Oh, it is what it is. Let me make a save now, because sometimes I forget to save it and then it doesn't actually fucking thing. Then I'll start a new career mode accidentally, and then all hell breaks loose. Doesn't matter though. Here, put McTominay in. Yep. In my opinion, this squad looks very good. I still feel like we need a centre back, but I don't have enough money for a centre back. Worst case scenario, we don't really need a centre back yet. Wait until like. We won't need one for a couple of seasons, so it'll be okay. This will be tough starting off. What the Torres? Wait, what? Wait, is that Ferran Torres? Sorry, I need to check that real quick. Has Newcastle got Ferran Torres? Fair play if they do. That's actually fucking brilliant. I mean, the money, their money influence is really fucking helping there. The money injection from the big billionaires is really helping there. Wait, hold on, no. No way they've got Ferran Torres. Like, I've done past career modes before, and I mean, they've signed some decent players, but they've never signed a player like Ferran Torres off the bat. Ryan Fraser, Roberto Torres. Who the fuck is Roberto Torres? Who's Roberto Torres? I swear I've never heard of Roberto Torres in my life. Who the fuck is Roberto Torres? Roberto Torres. He's an actual right mid. Wait, let's see. Yeah, Newcastle have bought him, but I've never fucking heard of him. What? Roberto Torres. I thought that was Varane Torres. I was gonna say that's some signing from Newcastle. But no, it's not. It's Roberto Torres. Jeez, that's a strange sign. He's captain as well. Jesus. They signed Eric Garcia. Fuck. My friends, I guess he's not as highly rated as he would be in like 2 seasons. Where how do we start the opening match? We win 2-1. Good result. Decent start to the season, a 2-1 win over Newcastle. West Ham were very unlucky not to get fucking Europa League football this season. I feel they were unlucky not to get Champions League football. In my opinion, they should have got Champions League football. Or Europa League football at the least. I mean, obviously West Ham fans will be happy to just be back in Europe. But at the same time, it's like you could have had Champions League or Europa League, and in the end, you get fucked, and you have to just settle with fucking Conference League, which is like, what? Like, that's bullshit. Like, that is total fucking bullshit. It's like, why do you do this to me? Like, we've actually done so well this season, and you just decide to fucking bend us over and fuck us. Kind of like Leicester City in the 1920 and 2021 seasons. Because they got so close to getting Champions League, it was a fucking dangling in front of their eyes, like they're fucking hungry wolves having a fucking mouse dangled in front of them, and then right as they're about to go for the kill, it was snatched away from them. It's fucking absolutely horrible. Obviously, in the 1920 season, it was because they were beaten, because they got picked up a couple of injuries. They lost 2-0 to United on the final day after having a few bad results, and in the end, they settled for 5th or 6th. But I know they were in the Europa League next season, so they started off very badly for the start. Started to improve midway for the season. Then they've done well. I think they got 8th or 7th. Would say, and I thought they would get like 11th or 12th. That's decent. Right, next is against Palace. They've done well as well under Patrick Vieira. 1-1. Better than a loss. Yeah. West Ham were West Ham did unbelievable. They knocked Man United out, and then they knocked both Manchester clubs out of the Carabao Cup. That was just fucking crazy. That was insane. I was very annoyed watching the match, watching United get knocked out by West Ham, but at the end of the day, you just gotta say well done. Sometimes there's just days you have to say well done, just tip your hat off and say fair play. But it is what it is, right? Right. One more match. I'll send one more match and then I'll end the video. Right, here we go. Oh yeah, we've got Europa League to look forward to as well. Forgot about that. The way West Ham played last in the 2020-2021 season was unbelievable. Fucking brilliant from them. Fair play. It's class. Said Benrahma. He's also quite underrated, I thought. I'm thinking, what the fuck? Manchester United. No. I mean, United need a right back, just not him. I feel like Delo, you would say like Delo or Wan-Bissaka, but realistically, Wan-Bissaka is very inconsistent, and Delo is, well, Delo's Delo. He's very weird. On a good day, he could be a brilliant right back. On a bad day, he could fucking be 5 miles away from the fucking attacker when he's trying to defend. I mean, like, sometimes he makes the game harder for himself than it should be. He makes defending very hard for himself when he really shouldn't, but it is what it is. I just really hope he, during the before the start of the season, he can become a crucial right back for Manchester United. I hope he can fit into the role of right back well. Oh fuck, we lost. By the end of the video, but last thing about Delo, then I'll end the video. For Delo, I really hope he can find a way to fit into the Man United squad. I hope he can find a way to I hope he can find a way to play right back properly, because sometimes he's been switched around, like from right back to left back and then back, and it can fuck with his head. Because he was on loan at AC Milan last season, but back at Man United, I hope he's able to be Man United's main right back, because it is ridiculous. He's, in my opinion, he's better than Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and he should start over Wan-Bissaka. But he does need to prove himself first. He can't just fucking have a little whine and say that he's miles better than Wan-Bissaka, and like that he should start every game, because you need to do more than just say you're better than someone. You actually need to prove you're better than someone. That's why the Premier League is way more competitive than any other fucking league. It's like with League One, PSG just fucking buy all these brilliant players and say, we're the fucking big dogs, so all of you other teams below us who don't have as much money as us and the good players as us, bow down to us and watch us win the league as we fucking destroy you. But the thing is that League One's becoming a bit competitive. You know, PSG are getting beat. They're not. I think they won the title this season, but by like 1 point, and they lost the title last season. I mean, Maurizio Pochettino, he is gone from PSG. I think he's sacked, but I mean, so far he was at Southampton. He did alright at Southampton. At Tottenham, with Tottenham, he just got unlucky. Like, it was, I think, the moment that ruined his Tottenham career was that Champions League final, because the road, the hard work, and the fucking amount of blood and sweat put into the work to get all the way to the Champions League final, to do one over the fucking whole. To do one over Arsenal, United, Chelsea, to earn bragging rights in the whole of London, and the whole of England, and all the hard work they had put in, just to go on to lose 2-0 to Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool. But in fairness, Jurgen Klopp is an absolutely brilliant coach. What he did at Dortmund was seriously, fuck me, West Ham. What he did at Dortmund was unbelievable, and what he's doing at Liverpool is astonishing, because he's taking a side who were happy to finish in a Europa League spot like 5-6 years ago, and he's now taken them from that to expectations of title of the Premier League, the Champions League, FA Cup, you know, a team who can challenge for quadruples and trebles, a team who can fight, who can give Man City a very tough challenge, who can bring the challenge to City, and a team who are miles better than United when 5-6 years ago, even though United were, well, shite, they still weren't able to do it against United. They always lost like 3-0 or like 3-1. They always just lost to United. And, you know, it's like, yeah, you can say they got unlucky, but there's getting unlucky, and then there's just inconsistent form. There's just, like, not trying, not giving a fuck. That's the problem with Man United, is that none of the players give a fuck. None of the players actually want to play for the club. They want to play for their name and for the fucking amount of money they're gonna rack in for them and their agents. For them and their agent. Because prime example of Paul Pogba, he could give two fucks about Manchester United. He just cared about how much him and Mino Raiola's pockets were being filled. Obviously, Mino Raiola sadly passed away. But Paul Pogba is an absolute fucking dickhead because he didn't play for United. All those great performances that he put in December to January, none of those fucking performances were for Manchester United to get back to the levels of Sir Alex Ferguson days, treble winning days. It was never to get back to that. It was to get a big money move to Real Madrid in January. It was never in January or the summer to move to Real Madrid or PSG. Him and Mino Raiola probably sat down and said, what Paul Pogba is going to do, what you're gonna do is you're gonna become the Pogba from Juventus. You're gonna play unbelievable for 2 months. For 1 more month, for a month you're gonna play unbelievable. You're gonna play like the Pogba from Juventus. But as soon as it's January, as soon as January's over and if you haven't got that move, then just fucking quit. Just stop trying. Like, and it's like, what the fuck? It's like, I mean, what the fuck's the point if you're not gonna try? Like, at least try. Try your best. Try and put in a good performance. Because for Paul Pogba, he could have, if he had actually put in fairness, it wasn't just Pogba's fault, it was also the team's fault, you know. Losing 2-1, you don't lose 2-1 to bottom of the league when you're top of the league. Do you know how stupid that is? We had just taken top of the league from Liverpool and Man City. Yes, we had played 2 or 3 more. We played about, I think, 3 or 4 more games than City, and we were 7 points ahead of them. So City had like 4 free games in hand. But still, when City still have 2 games to play and you're going to play 1 more game before they play the rest of their like 2 or 3 games, you don't lose to bottom of the league. A Sir Alex Ferguson Man United would have won that game 5-0. They would have won that game 5-0 and would have went on to win the title and win the Europa League. Because if they were knocked out of the well, that's questionable because maybe they could have been knocked out of the Europa League. Who knows if they would have won it? Maybe they would have been knocked out. But in my opinion, I think they would have won the Premier League and the Europa League. They would have lost the FA Cup because they're focusing on the Premier League, and they would have won the Carabao Cup. Now, Manchester United are a club that they always get a new manager and then they always sign these amazing players. They always, wow, well done. You fucking signed Frankie de Jong for near enough 100 million. Wow, well done. It's like, you know, like fucking Barcelona bought him and he did near enough fuck all. Like, he's a brilliant player. On his day, he's a brilliant player, but he did fuck all at Barcelona. I mean, what did he really do at Barcelona which made him change? I mean, like, if he had won Barcelona a La Liga title or a Champions League, then yeah, that's good. I mean, he nearly won. Him and everyone else, and De Ligt and everyone else at Ajax nearly won Ajax a Champions League. Had he done that, well, fair enough. It was good that he even got them to the semi-finals, but the fact he nearly got them to the final and would have had a chance to win it for them is a whole nother fucking level of good football. I mean, you obviously have to give credit to Eric Ten Hag, credit where it's due, because almost none of those players, apart from Tatic and maybe 1 or 2 others, were bought. All of those, nearly half of that team was from the academy, was from Ajax's academy. I mean, that's fucking insane. Like, the fact that Ajax are able to bring out talents that are the likes of David Beckham's, Cristiano Ronaldo's, Steven Gerrard's, the fact that they're able to get players like that from their fucking academy is insane. insane. It's like Mike Tyson. Before Mike Tyson was a big boxer, he was a fucking kid who, him and his mother barely got by. His like, he was lucky to have a roof over his head, and then he started. And he was a very violent person, but he started going to the gym, and he was around, and in the gym he was around the right people. They saw potential in him, and boom, what do you know? He's one of the greatest, if not the greatest, boxers in the world, and has a lot of money and has free kids, and his kids have a brilliant life. They don't have to worry about that. And then if he has a son, and if his son wants to be a boxer, well, then he'll support that. But he doesn't have to. But the thing with Ajax is that they take people, you're alright at football when you first see them, when you scout them. But then as soon as they have the chance to play in the Champions League, to get noticed by these big fucking clubs, they do unbelievable. They just star performance, start doing brilliant. And the thing with Ajax is that before they could get to that semi-final, obviously they experienced pain because they were knocked out, but everyone knows this. To experience glory and success, you must experience pain and failure first. You always have to experience that first, and then you can go on and get the glory and success. That's what Ajax had to do. They did brilliant in the 16-17 season, made it to the Europa League final just to get fucking beat 2-0 by United. Now that Manchester United side was better than the Ajax side. You need to remember, Daley Blind was still playing for Man United at this time. Daley Blind hadn't even signed for Ajax yet. He was still playing for Man United. And that Europa League final was part of the reason that Ajax ended up buying him in the 18-19 season. Because he played decent against them. Obviously, there were certain players who were injured for that Europa League final for United. But ever since then, Ajax and Man United have not crossed paths yet. And obviously this year, Ajax were knocked out by Benfica. 3-2 in Africa. Very unlucky. If it wasn't for that Darwin Núñez header, they would have made it to the quarterfinals. But the fact is that Ajax won't give up. Listen, they've experienced more pain than I could imagine. They've sold a lot of good players. There's rumours for even more good players to go out, to a point where they might not even be able to contend for the Eredivisie, which sounds fucking crazy. But it would only take a couple of years, and Ajax was it, because it wasn't just always Erik ten Hag. He was a big part of it, but it wasn't just him. It was a team effort. It was the coaches. It was the staff. It was everyone. It was the fucking dinner ladies. They fucking made the players' foods. They made their nutrients. Ajax will not let the loss of losing Erik ten Hag to Man United is very annoying for them. But they won't let them keep that. That won't keep them down. They will rise up once again. They'll get some decent youth talent, I bet, in about a year or two. They'll sign some decent players, and it will be like Erik ten Hag never left. It will be like none of their players have been sold. You need to remember, if Ajax never sold any of their fucking players, they would have a side that a treble-winning Man United would find daunting to face, which Ajax would probably be two-time Champions League winners by now if they had kept their good players. But the thing is, Ajax fans can't think like that. They can't think like, oh fuck, we should have kept our homegrown talent. Because the fact is, you have to let go. Like, Man United had to let go of David Beckham. He was never going to stay at United. Man United had to let go of Paul Pogba. I mean, he wanted to fucking leave. I mean, the amount of fucking negative attention he was bringing to the club was worse there. than bringing bad form. That was worse than that. For Manchester United, the amount of negative attention Paul Pogba brought to the club, they already have negative attention. The amount of negative attention he brought to the club was unbelievable. Him and Mino Raiola wreaked havoc on Man United. I mean, I haven't even got started on the Glazers. The Glazers are fucking idiots. I'm not American, but I've always known them for being owners of the Tampa Bay Bucks. My family likes the NFL. It's alright. Like, I'm not a big fucking fan of it, but, you know, like, I've always known them for that, because my family likes the fucking NFL. But with the thing with the Glazers is that they're, in fairness to them, they're good at making money, but they're horrible at fucking spending it. I mean, some transfers have been good, some transfers have been horrible. They're very good at making money, very bad at spending it. There's always one or two signings that you're like, oh wow, that's actually decent. And then there's always those fucking signings that you're like, why? Like 80 million for Maguire. Like, that 80 million could have bought you 3 different players: a midfielder, a centre back, and a right winger. That 80 million could have bought you Jadon Sancho. It's ridiculous. That 80 million could have bought you Koulibaly. That 80 million could have fucking bought you... That 80 million could have bought you anyone else. Why Harry Maguire? It's not that Harry Maguire isn't a good defender. It's just he's not the right defender for Man United. Now, I'm not saying Harry Maguire isn't good enough for United. It's just he definitely wasn't ready for United. I feel like he was fortunate at United, but at the same time, yes, having that 80 million price tag, the most expensive defender in the world, thing hanging over your head, having that hang over his head, still he should have knuckled down. For I'm a Man United player now. I want to live up to the expectations of some of the greatest players in the world. I want to become the greatest player in the world, the greatest centre back in the world. I need to prove everyone wrong. I need to fucking put in more work than fucking Rocky did in the fucking Rocky films, and I need to fucking do my best. So, for Harry Maguire, I feel it could have worked out, but he just didn't have the will to do it. He just didn't have the fucking strength to do it. He just didn't have the right mental state to be able to do it. Which, I mean, he's a Man United player. I mean, he needs to get his fucking head together. He's the Man United captain. It's one thing being a Man United player. It's a whole nother thing being the fucking captain, because you're going to be started every game. Unless you're injured or suspended, you're going to be started every game. He wasn't able to accept the responsibility, I feel. That's the problem. He just wasn't able to accept the responsibility. But on that note, bye for now. I shall stop and have a good day or good night, wherever you're watching. Bye bye for now. Wait 1 second. Fuck, I fucked up there. Right.